Trading days, December 20th, 2014. This is a weekly chart of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and what I've put on here are the Jupiter-Trine Uranus aspects. And I just want to make a couple of points. People have been reviewing their 2015 forecasts or coming up with them, and a number I've seen are looking at Jupiter, looking at trines, and construing it all as positive. Not so fast. The trine that's coming up is actually a 3-pass. We had one on September 25th of this year, and we have 2 more to complete the pass. The middle one here is March the 4th. March, I'll be coming back to in a couple of weeks. I look at March as being very negative. And then June 22nd, 2015, that would be the last one. Same rules apply. If we haven't had a big move before the last one, watch out on the last one. That was from Meridian and Charles Jane. Now, what I've identified here for a very specific reason is waxing trines. So we can have a waxing trine or a waning trine. So any 2 planets, in this case Jupiter and Uranus, they'll start out as a conjunction. In other words, they're together in the sky. They'll then, I'll just cover the major aspects, they'll move into a square over a number of years, and the first square will be the waxing square. They'll then move into the trine, 120 degrees. That's the first one, is the waxing trine. And then we hit the opposition, next aspect, where they oppose each other in the sky. And then we'll hit the next trine, which is the waning trine. We're returning now back to the conjunction, and then we'll have the square, which is the waning square. So here they are. Here's the waxing square that we're at right now. Here is the waning square. So we got a little bit of a move here in the middle one, nothing too great. Here is the last waxing square, 2001. It was at a peak and moved down very sharply into a V-shaped bottom. Going back, this would have been the waning trine. So we did get an up move at the beginning. Not a great deal was going on. I'll just slide this over so we can see some more. That's what we're looking at. So here was the next waxing square. This was the 1987 crash. This is the waning square, and then the next waxing square was back at the 1974 crash, for those of you who remember it like I do. So the point I'm trying to make here, hopefully not too long-winded, waxing squares, or pardon me, waxing trines, in this case between Jupiter and Uranus, are not always positive. As a matter of fact, in some cases, they are quite negative. Bear that in mind as we hit these remaining 2. That was March the 4th. Now I'm expecting some very negative things in March. There's the last Uranus-Pluto square, and then there's also a very nasty total solar eclipse later in March. So I'm going to obviously be covering this in more detail as we get into the new year, but March does not look positive. Okay, that's all I wanted to say on this one. Thank you very much.